All right, guys, welcome back. We are in the third place playoffs, right? So this today is the final game before the finals, where these two teams, YODHA eSports and Gratify, will fight for third place. And only one of these teams will, sadly, even after staying with us for so long, after this whole thing, will have to sadly go home. But before all of that, let me just introduce myself. I'm Virgil, your caster and host for tonight. And we have Nerfed. He is offline as of right now, but he'll join us soon. Don't worry about that. Um, uh, I want to see if chat has any predictions regarding. Okay, chat is dead right now, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. And I think are both teams ready? I need to confirm just a sec. Okay, so the first map, for those of you who don't know, it's going to be Ascent. It's Gratify's pick. The first map is Gratify's pick, and second map is Bind, which is YODHA Esports pick. Now, I think if uh, both these teams make it and get their respective maps, then it's going to be a third game as well, which will be a split game, and that's also picked by Team Gratify. So, uh, I mean, after coming this whole way through all these games, qualifiers, quarterfinals, and then into the semifinals, losing the semifinals, and then now fighting for third place. It's been quite a few games, so you don't want to end it. End this sadly, right? So both these teams, one of these teams will make it. One of them is going home. So I think, without any further ado, we'll just jump right into it. Meanwhile, we'll wait for Nerf to join us. Okay, I think we should start, right? Okay. Somebody please call Nerf and ask him to join as soon as possible. Otherwise, this is going to be awkward as hell. Me talking to nobody. Maybe me talking to myself. And nobody likes to watch a quiet game, if I'm correct. If anybody's watching in chat, I'd like to apologize. Nerf is offline because he's going into some. He has some issues right now, so we'll get that sorted out, and he'll join us soon. Don't worry about it. Meanwhile, guys, our sub goal for today, not for today, it has been the same for a while now. We are trying to go for 350. If you guys like what you see, please help us reach that sub goal. I mean, best way to support the channel, and it really, really helps us. So please do consider. And if you've already done it, we really appreciate the love we get. So thank you so much. And stay tuned. We'll have a good game ahead of us. It's going to be fun watching it. Papercut didn't take a peek. Neither did Zetus. So yeah, they have confirmed their pick. So let's go. I'm just gonna mute my cell phone real quick. Yes, you are lit. Yes, it is live, and I think Nerfed has finally joined us. It was hella quiet before you just did. But then again, this is it. Gratify on attack, and YODHA Esports on defense. First map is Ascent. One of these teams going home, and one of them is gonna finally get something out of this, right? Third place, good enough,
Yeah.
man, to stay. The first the top three, the Holy Trinity. That's what it's all about, right? And
Yes. I
my
mean,
God,
apologies to chat for being late, but then again, something did come up that I couldn't get out of, so
I'm just gonna
my
drop the
apologies.
audio a little bit.
But now that we are back, third place game in place, Walnut Mine seems to be really aggressive, shooting the
Yeah.
wall when it's not
Yeah.
even the buy phase
Yep.
hasn't even been over or been done
Yeah.
yet. So let's see. I mean, this is the third place game. The winner gets the third place, and the loser gets to go home without anything. So I mean, you wouldn't
Exactly.
want to be the loser in this match because especially after
Yeah.
coming so far along in the
So far
tournament,
along, right? Yeah.
going home empty-handed, that doesn't seem really good, right?
Yeah. Paper cut
But
gets
Hazel with the
Zetas.
opener on to him, and then Paper Cut brings it to an equalizer. Warboy also gets one. Force and Fred each bagging one with Symbol, one more adding to the tally. The numbers are equalized. Not a lot of breathing room for each of these teams. But
Looking good so
however,
far.
Team Gratify is inside. They will get the spike out. Yep, the spike will be down. It's a
Yep.
2v2, a retake scenario for Team YODHA eSports.
Oof.
But as
Paper
I said, a
cut
Paper
gets.
Cut with a backstab takes the head off of
Yeah.
Katia from here. But Symbol right inside, holding the bomb down, holding down the fort, taking out Paper
Yeah.
Cut. It's
Look
all
at
on the
that.
hands of Force. He has to do something if he wants to get this round
Yeah.
off. Symbol,
Look
I
at that.
think he knows where Paper Cut is still positioned. Yep, now his
It.
position has been given out. Symbol needs to maneuver, gets away from his,
Oof.
but does turn around, get the headshot onto Force, and the first
Yeah.
round going comfortably in the hands of Team Gratify.
Yeah, and what really was nice to look at is both Symbol and Force were at super low HP. Force had around 8 HP, and I think I think what was his name? Yep, Symbol had around 4 HP or something, and both were just barely clinging on into the game and just made it. It was pretty clean. It was nice, and Gratify opening it up with the first round in their pocket, so it's pretty good. And like you said, man, they have been, both these teams have been with us for quite a long time, and after coming so far, you wouldn't want to lose. And Fred just gets Walnut with his own nanite grenade. That's really not good. That's not something you want to be doing right now. That's
Yep.
that's not good. Okay, wall goes off, so
It's
Paper
a
Cut is sealed
1v5
off. He
pretty
loses
soon onto the
HP.
round with Zetas putting the plant on it. So it's all onto the hands of Paper Cut.
What was that?
But will he be able to get anything off of this round? I mean, as of now, the Team Gratify opening up really, really strong.
Yep, they are. Plus, they have all 5 members left onto them, and Symbol just bags Paper Cut. That's it. Gratify getting a second round to themselves really quick. Gratify setting the tone to the game really nice. I mean they are starting off on attack, and their execution of both these rounds was pretty nicely neat, very neat.
Yeah, I mean you can clearly see that they have learned from their mistakes of not playing together, and right now that is what they're doing. They are all playing together. They are trying to bring in the aggression that they were lacking in the previous matches against Team Fangs, I'd say. But I mean, Team but then again, this is like way too early in the round. We still have to see NZ. We still have to see Walnut firing on all four cylinders, right? So yeah, we're still waiting on seeing that.
Yeah, we have a Pratyasha Beura on stream, and she says, "Hello guys, me Pratyush watching from my sister's account, dude." This guy,
dude,
one funny guy. I like
dude,
this guy.
welcome.
Yeah. He's always here, always watching the streams. We appreciate it. It's fun to have you, man.
Yep, he's been one of those like constant support to the entire channel, the entire tournament, right?
Yeah, and it means a lot too. It's really difficult as a small channel to come up with new things, and getting into the whole game now that YouTube is completely mainstream, right? It's not that easy. Walnut with a 3K, I missed that. I'm sorry, Chad, I couldn't capture that. I was distracted talking about YouTube, but he did it. That was pretty neat. I think that Walnut takes that round easy.
Yep. I mean, those 2 rounds on the bag, those 2 rounds, they have been answered pretty well from this flawless run on the side of Team YODHA.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, we still have to see Walnut. We still have to see NZ bringing in the fire that they are bringing in, that they have been doing for so long in the tournament. So it's still too early to call for any sort of a side on this map. But I mean, nonetheless, I really do want to see a good match. I really want to see a long match this time around.
Yeah. I mean, this is for both these teams, third place at least gets you something, right? Losing this game would feel like, after coming this whole way, it would be just pretty sad. If I was one of them, I would be pretty sad. Walnut nicely trying to get, I think it was the Brimstone, right? But he didn't manage to get it. Sage manages to shut him down, and NZ with a double takes away Sage and Azel, and they're gone. And Team YODHA Esports setting the tone back into their side. It's looking good to scoreline. This is neat. 4 rounds in, and we're looking. It's pretty balanced. This is nice to look at.
Yeah, you wanna see a head-to-head game, right? Like a neck-to-neck score.
Yeah.
I mean, 13-0 is fine, but it's fine for the people that win that. It's not fun for anyone.
Yeah, it's not really fun to
organizing it.
watch.
It's not fun for anyone who's watching it, right?
Yeah, it's
Because
only
the
fun
people
for the
that are
team who's winning.
Yeah,
most of
exactly.
the time.
Because the people who are watching, I mean, yeah, you do want to see dominance, but then again, you also want to see sheer like gameplay, right? You want to see the teams that are equally balanced go head to head against each other. And as I say that, Hyperfred and Force won for themselves. Walnut minus another one on to Warboy. Things looking grim for the side of Team Gratify. And as I say that, he even gets spotted out. His location will be given. Azel on a lot of fire right now. He does manage to somehow get NZ because NZ just missed all of his shots. 2 of the enemies pushing in. Does Azel? No, he gets 1. He goes for the
One
reload.
more.
But then
Nicely
again,
done.
Red pushing in right at that time, taking down Azel.
Yeah, you didn't really have much of a chance, but then again, that was 2 very impressive kills. NZ somehow missed all of his shots, and he got back, and then he got, I think it was paper cut as well, right? He managed to get paper cut, but got shut down by Force. So that's pretty impressive. Hazel nicely done, but the thing is, the players on Team Gratify fell very quickly, and that's what happened. You don't want to do that. I think what they did on the first 2 rounds was pretty impressive. You want to keep that up. And maybe it'll just work out for them, right?
Yeah. The numbers advantage is what you want to see in these rounds, because you can't really always rely on one team member or 2 of them just clutching in the whole thing when there's a horde of enemies on the other team.
Yeah.
So yeah, the numbers advantage is something that you always want to have. But Walnut taking Azel down, making sure that the numbers advantage stays on the side of Team YODHA Esports. He just pushes in, manages to take away 2 before getting shut down by Zetas. But Force, on the other hand, takes away Zetas as well. Trades coming in left and right on the side of Team YODHA Esports. It's all on the hands of the lonesome Killjoy of Symbol. Will he be able to get those 4 enemies, get those spike down as well? He starts it off with 1, a beautiful headshot onto Force. Turning in the corner, does manage to get a shot off, but NZ with a headshot will shut him down. Team YODHA Esports bringing in that strong comeback as an answer for those first 2 rounds of loss.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. I think who me? All right, I'm working on it. Yeah, we always manage to miss something, don't we?
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
I think it should be working now. Okay. Sorry about that, chat. I think you guys were missing game sounds on our stream. There was no audio in game. I was pretty sad, but it took us a while to figure it out. But thank you so much for pointing it out. This is what we need you guys.
You may have not known that we didn't have audio, but it seems like YODHA Esports really know what to do right now because they had to spike down already. Sorry, Team Gratify. They have to spike down already, and they take their 1 onto Katia from here, but then again gets traded out by Fixtures. Flurry of kills coming in around Force coming on top of Symbol and fight with Symbol. Force another one takes away Zetas as well. Is it all that they have to say? Yep, that is all that Team Gratify wrote, because look at that, the numbers are more. And another round going on the hands of Team YODHA Esports.
Oh damn. I think it should be working right now. Please confirm mods if what I did is working indeed. I think it is. It should be. It should be.
Yeah, I think
anyway.
it should be. I mean,
if you look at the scoreboard
there is
now,
a delay, so we won't be able to say
if
anything
you
right
look
away,
at
right?
if you look at the scoreboard now, look at it, dude. Like YODHA has somehow managed to bring it back to
Like I said, man,
five,
those two rounds of win that Gratify had, those two rounds have been answered back in a strong fashion.
That is true, but then again, Gratify can still manage it. Fact is, they are on attack, so it's fine. I would say it's fine. They still have a hold of it, but Zetas just loses to Force, and Force got him. That's clearly not good. I think they're going for B take, right? Yep. They are.
It is a 4v3 right now, but Symbol equalizes it, brings in the man count back to an equalizer, and Team Gratify, they have the spike. They can go and try and get the plant on, but getting it down is not the main question here. The main question here is, will they be able to stay? I mean, hold down the plant after they have put
Symbol
the
gets
spike down.
NG as well. That's
Yep.
See, Warboy's in, but Force gets him. Force nicely positioned in market, holding his position like a rock. Dude.
30
This guy has
seconds
been
left.
critical. Like, this guy's been holding
Last player
market so
standing.
strong. This is the only reason why nobody could push through market. If they lose market, it's over. And Force still in the game, dude. Can he pull it off, though? But there's Katia putting down the spike as we see right now. So it's gonna have to be a retake from Force. Let's see if he can manage to take away Killjoy. The Symbol hiding right behind him. I don't think Force. They both realize there's somebody right here. It's just a matter of who gets the first kill, and it ends up being a Symbol. Symbol slowly picking up on those kills throughout the match. You saw the last round, like he was picking them off one by one. He got NZ, he got the rest one by one. It was pretty impressive to look at.
Yeah, and it was an ace this round for Symbol as well. He got all 5 of the enemies on the side of Team YODHA eSports. So.
Time out.
Don't teabag again. Did somebody teabag? I think I missed it. I mean, I know in professional esports it's not allowed to be offensive. You know, it's not allowed to be. You're not allowed to teabag. Not supposed to say offensive stuff. Now I'm all about you know, not saying. I'm all against hate speech and everything, right? You shouldn't be hateful to somebody in a game. But then teabagging, I would say you should take that thing with a grain of salt. Like, that is not something too offensive.
Yeah.
I would say that's something that comes
but
out.
then again, everyone
run.
has their own range of what they can think of, right? So you would not wanna you wouldn't go on and say that teabagging is not allowed, because on a certain level, it is a sign of, you know, like a disrespect. So you just don't want to BM your enemies, right?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
technically,
That's
no,
true.
I'd say that it is some sort of a, I mean,
An act
not
of
exactly
disrespect.
not exactly a hate speech, but no,
Yeah.
in professional play, you do not want to be teabagging your teammates.
And I can completely understand when it's professional esports. Like, in professional esports, you want to be, even if you don't really feel like it, you're gonna have to be, you know, respectful.
I mean, actions have consequences, right?
in the online platform,
in
right?
any
30
kind of
seconds
professional
planted.
play has to also start with the players being professional themselves. So yeah, teabagging, I'd say not allowed.
No more soap.
But then again,
Gets
Symbol
one paper
takes away
cut,
paper
Walnut
cut.
there.
Walnut also gets a trade on to Zetas. The Symbol is one more on to Force, and Katia will then shut Walnut down, and that is all that Team YODHA eSports had to say about that round.
Yeah. It's pretty, looking pretty solid, man. Symbol with 14 kills, Walnut with 12. I would say the kills look way more balanced on Team YODHA's end, while you can see Symbol is doing most of the legwork for his game alone. But I mean, whatever works, man. Doesn't matter. If one guy can pull off the whole team, who cares? All you need in the end is the win, right?
Yep, exactly. The win is what's gonna put that money in your pocket, because that is gonna be the one.
And that's a bad
NC
thing.
getting caught, Symbol getting caught off at the wrong moment right there. Symbol being one of those top fraggers, he should not have been the one to be the first pick.
Yeah.
This gives a massive advantage on the side of Team YODHA eSports, because they have just taken out the top fragger. NC was the one to do that as well.
Yeah. And the thing is, this is what you shouldn't be doing. You know, picking off the ult point right off the bat before getting the information if there's somebody waiting on that choke. Right?
Yeah,
The moment,
from what I've gathered in this past couple of matches in the tournament, that is one of those corners that the attackers or the defenders just aggressively peek on. That is like one of the first peek in and pre-fire sort of corners. So Symbol trying to get the orb there. I mean, not the smartest play, I'd say.
Yeah, it is true. But then again, whatever works, we have one man down in each team. So let's see, man. Let's see if Force or Warboy gets it. Force gets Warboy. Warboy, considering the fact that he was low on HP, and Fred here gets Zeta, so that's not good.
30 seconds
They
left.
are still going for an A take, and you can see Fred has that angle. It's gonna be difficult considering there's just 2 people left. Fred decides to take the push, but just gets burnt off with that Molotov. And now you can see NZ once again holding the same angle. You have Force pushing
10
in as well,
seconds
but
left.
Kadiokome bags him regardless. And it's going to be a
One
Sova
enemy
versus Azel. Paper
Spike
cut nicely
down,
hidden
B.
away, so does get it. He got the gun, he got the spike. All he needs is the kill. Does he get it though? Kadiokome does manage to take him away. So even though they have the round, they just lost all of the members, and I think the guns.
Yeah, I
right?
think they lost the gun as well, right? At the
Yeah.
end of the day, when he just finally get the gun and he loses it again. So yeah, I mean, but then again, the round was given out there. 6
Yeah.
and 4 the scoreboard right now with Team YODHA eSports still on the front foot here.
Yeah. I mean, the first half of the game is looking pretty solid, I would say. We'll get to know which team is going to win more towards after we see the initial rounds of the second half, because that will really tell us which team is going to dominate, because the economy damage will be real there.
Yep, that's gonna be that definitely something. Yeah, NZ with his pre-fire is trying to get something if he can. He does not, and Simple does realize that there's a guy waiting in the corner. Walnut Mine holding on to tree right now, hoping to get someone to grenades and all stuff in the floor, just waiting for something to come in. Warboy does get the force though, so man advantage on the side of Team Gratify.
Yeah, but NZ is coming in. There's 3 people over there. He won't manage to get it. He does take away Zeta. Zeta is gone, but there comes the res. So he's still back in the game, and they have technically do have B control. Paper cuts gone. So NZ, can he get Zeta's a second time though? That's what matters.
The spike will be planted by Kadiok. I mean, he does get the flat ice, a 5v3 scenario, 5v2 scenario on the side of Team YODHA eSports, and they have to get this retake very soon. NZ pushes in with strong, but then again, he does get he does get Symbol, but then again gets backed by Warboy. I mean, yeah, that's not a smartest play because you know that there's going to be a lot of enemies in the side, but then again, he had to push in, he didn't have much to do there.
Yeah,
All in the hands of Fred now. If I were you, I'd have waited for Fred to push in as well so that we can set up a crossfire, but time was whistling on their side, so he could do anything much. Zetas will finally bag out Red, and that will be all for Team YODHA eSports.
Last round before the switch.
And
Both teams looking very strong right now, man. Both the
looking very
teams
good
just,
right now.
yeah, they're just going head to head with each other, just not giving each other any kind of breathing room. So yeah, sure. This should be one of those better maps that we have seen.
Yeah, and then again, we must remember that this was Gratify's pick, right? And they have 5 rounds on attack, and if they get this one, it's going to be an equalizer, and it'll be much easier for them to bring it back in the second half. Then it'll be left, YODHA will be left to make a real comeback in the second game. It'll be very, very difficult. I won't say it's going to be easy. Walnut does manage to stay alive. Boombot goes off, loses a lot of HP, and Warboy uses that to capitalize and gets the kill. Does he get the other person who's inside?
Warboy needs to check in the corner. He
doesn't,
but doesn't check in the corner, and Paper Cut will bag him. Paper Cut
down,
is another one of the Katio from
Paper Cut with a
3K on to Azel as well, but Zeta's back picking up one for themselves. Score manpower equalized into a 2v2. Defender Killjoy going up. NZ getting one more beautiful headshot onto Symbol. It's all on the hands of the Reign of Zetas. Will he be able to get this off? Because the spike has been planted. All he needs to do is hang on for a bit longer if he wants to. But I mean, the 2v1 was getting too much for him, and NZ will finally bag him up.
Yeah. Nice try though, I would say. But then again, the members on just Team Gratify just fell all of a sudden, and it just worked out for Team YODHA, and they still have the lead. The round swap has happened, so we're gonna see which team is gonna dominate in the second half of the game. But right about now, it's I would say, even though Gratify is on the losing end, they still have half of the game is still left, so they can still make a comeback. It's pretty easy, and they should, because this is their map pick. Ascent is theirs to take, so it should be pretty easy this time.
They should. And also, I mean, the economy has reset as well, right? So everyone's back to their own pistols with their one-tap machines. Hopefully, we can see we get to see those spicy one-taps. I mean, even if we don't, it's fine. But I mean, who doesn't want like seeing one-taps? Right? Those pistol one-taps have always been the creme de la creme of any games.
Yeah. So Team YODHA just barging in, and Walnut does manage to get. I think it was Walnut got Hazel, right? Yeah, but Paper Cut got somebody as well. Yeah, Paper Cut
he
got
does get,
Hazel,
but then again, the numbers have been equalized. There's still 4-on-4. Hyperfred trying to push in, trying to get those kills on, but then again, he only manages to tag him up. Katiokome trying to get on the rotate. He does manage to escape. He will get on the rotate. Spike carrier has been downed as well. Zeta's getting on Fred, with Force getting on Symbol. A lot of trades coming in with the winning on the clock. NZ finally getting down Katiokome and then using his abilities. There's a lot of interference coming out,
he
but
just
Zeta's
ran out of bullets.
Yeah, Zeta's finally manages to take away NZ, and Papercut does get his refrag onto NZ as well. A lot of trades coming in. You have to admit, though, the trades have been on point. He sees Force planting, but then again, does he know where Papercut is? I'm pretty sure Warboy can assume where Papercut is positioned, because it's pretty much at a given at this point. He does see it. He does manage to will he be able to get to one? Is he able to get to? He won't. But I mean, that's not something you want to see. He tried. He did lit up Force. You can see Force was alive on 11 HP, and one more shot and he would have been done, and it would have been a clutch for Warboy. But that sadly did not happen, and Warboy was the one who got shut down.
Yeah. Now I would say slowly, steadily, I would say that YODHA eSports is gaining the slight edge that they need, and it's not looking good. You would wanna
you wanna be the ones staying on top of your own map pick. That is that is quite unfortunate. But what can you do?
Oh my god, what just happened?
Papercut just somehow manages to get Duke, but then Katiokome does get a trade-off and take away Papercut, and he takes away Zeta. Things are looking good for a side of Team Gratify. Walnut takes away Warboy as well. It's all onto the head of the lonesome defender of Team Gratify.
And he
Katiokome
gets
only
shut
has
down.
a pistol to his hand, but that's not gonna happen, dude. Walnut has started the fire and he will win it all.
Excuse me for that, those scratching, dragging my wooden chair is quite heavy, so I have to drag it across the floor, and that makes some weird noises.
Things not looking good. If you really ask me, things are really not looking good for the side of Team Gratify. They can still pull it back. There's still a lot of time for them to pull it back. The scoreline is not that big. Doesn't really have that much of a disparity in them. But if they want to do something, they have to do it right now, because this is their own map pick and they want to win their own map picks.
Yeah. Zeta's holding the angle, but doesn't quite get it. Gunning down. He got gunned down from two people straight, right? It was NZ
but then
and
again,
Walnut.
Zetas will be the one who gets shot off. Walnut Mine pushing in straight up does not waste any time.
Katiokome does get NZ, but Papercut there nicely positioned, takes away Katiokome, and Symbol does manage to take away Walnut, and he also took away a lot of HP from Fred, right? Fred is 46, but look at Symbol, he's on 2 HP, and a slight miscalculated jump and he's gone, and B is free for the taking. There's nobody holding B, so it's gonna be an easy take for Team YODHA eSports. Plant goes off as we speak. You can see Papercut nicely positioned in the middle once again, and it's Killjoy v Killjoy. I don't think it's wise. That was a poor pick from Fred. I would say, why would you bring out the nanite nade at that point? Doesn't make any sense.
Warboy falling, that does not look good, because Symbol only on Twitch, he's gonna die to anything. He knows that those ultimates are coming up. He knows that those last are gonna come up. He just moves out ahead. He tries to take the gunfight, takes the fight, but that 2 HP is not gonna get him anything. And he manages, he just finally just gets shot down by Papercut.
Yeah, and look at the scoreboard right now. Symbol has 17 kills and nobody on his nobody else on his team has done a double digit set. You can really say that Symbol is doing most of the heavy lifting, right? And that was just coming from Fred. I would say that was a poor pick. You saw him pull out the grenade, right? And he clearly had the advantage because he could have just got him. Symbol was on 2 HP. Man.
Yes, exactly. Symbol was on 2 HP and he could have gunned him down. But honestly, at that point, I would have said if Warboy was alive for that last one gunfight, and I think one of those could have stuck the defuse and the rest one, and the other one could have just, covered them. Zeta's backing up Wall. I think Zeta didn't even realize that Walnut Mine was on top of him. But then again, he just pops up right in front of his face, and that's Zeta's the freest kill of his life, or the freest kill in this tournament.
The thing is, when Walnut rushed in, he didn't see Zeta's, right? But neither did Walnut. I mean, Zeta's didn't realize he was there on the top, right? But neither did Walnut see him that he was below, that Zetas was sitting right below. You can see Paper Cut once again getting Azel off on tree. Paper Cut really doing good work. Like this guy always in the right positions to take those trades, right? But Warboy gets him anyway. It's a 2-2. Killjoy ultimate going off. Spike has gone down. So it's a retake for Team Gratify. That nade goes off, and if you're in it, you're gonna lose HP fast. Time is running out for you, so you have to take out the Killjoy. You can't because Fred just shut out Zetas and Fred gets Warboy once again. So that's it for Team YODHA eSports inching closer to the win.
Yep, inching closer bit by bit, round by round.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Second by second. But who knows? We still have 2 more maps to go. I mean, it could always go
one
to
more
the full length of all 3 maps.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but it could happen. It could always happen.
Yeah. But then again,
this being Team Gratify's map thing, you'd think that Team Gratify would be the ones taking the lead off, like they did in the beginning. But as of now, they're just falling back. I think they're just playing not to lose instead of playing to win.
Yeah. I will agree to that. And then again, you have to remember next map is Bind, and it's YODHA's map, right? So YODHA, if they're winning this one, I'm pretty sure it'll be easier for them to get the next one as well.
Yep.
I cannot imagine where things would be otherwise. But
Walnut with the beautiful shot onto taking away 2 of him, taking away Warboy. Warboy is down. I mean, this map has been really hard for Warboy.
And somehow Zetas does get Fred, but Paper Cut once again with those trades. This guy always very good positions from this guy. Always there to take the trade for his friend.
Yep. I mean, he has been playing with his team for so long, man. He's just closing in and closing. By the way, chat, if you didn't notice, there's like heavy rains outside where I am right now. Like,
I think
literally it's like pouring out cats and dogs right now.
To lose that gunfight, and Symbol once again bringing it back for his teammate. This guy doing all of the heavy lifting right now.
Calculated.
Symbol, Warboy, these 2 guys have been holding down their own stuff, right? They've been doing their own work.
Yeah.
But that's what I was talking about. You don't want your team to have those 1 or 2 impact. I mean, you do want them to be having those 1 or 2 impact fraggers, but then again, you want your entire team to be working together, to be working those skills. Yeah, because if you always rely on those 1 or 2 fraggers, sometimes they may have a bad day. So you need the rest of your team to be putting in those the work on those days as well. So I think they still need to be working on their teamwork.
What really surprised me was the fact that somehow Walnut managed to screw that up, but let's see if they can still turn around. And last round, I wanted to point it out that I think Walnut did see Symbol, but he still got back either way. And NZ gets Kadiokobia instead, capitalizing on that loss from Walnut. And Symbol gets Force. Once again, Gratify still, in the game, but then again, Spike is going down as we speak. There's gonna have to do a lot of work, and NZ just shutting Azel down. And NZ popping off really good. This is what a powerful Reina can do. Reina pops off, she becomes unstoppable. Dude, you cannot stop a popping off Reina. It's very difficult to do.
Theater
Paper
finally managing it down. The
Paper
Paper
cut.
Cut getting in those quick
Yep.
peaks,
Just
taking down
straight-
both of
yeah.
Data's and Simple. And attackers will take this round and
Match
move on
point.
to match point, map point.
Uh,
This round is all that's gonna. This round is something that they have to be playing it extra cautiously because Team Gratify do not want to lose this round, but on the other hand, Team YODHA eSports do not want to keep up this round.
yeah. By the way, is it raining outside?
Like I said, dude, it's like it's raining cats and dogs outside. That's what I said.
Is it? I'm going a little off topic, but is it raining?
Yes, it is. It actually
Oh my
is
God.
raining.
I'm really surprised to see this kind of weather in God and come on. It usually
Yeah.
doesn't happen. Oh, one line with that aggression, dude. He just barging in like that, taking away doubles. Gratify falling behind very fast. It's gonna be very difficult to do that right now. And you can see Walnut is on full HP. He is gonna get another, but Warboy just managing to take him away, but he lost so much, dude. The trade just gone. Half of his shields are gone. He does manage to get Force as well, but NZ is shutting him down. And first game, Ascent Gratify's pick, but it's,
Gratify's big, but YODHA eSports is victory. That's what I'd say.
eSports takes it, man. That's impressive to look at.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? What I want to say is it might a team might pick a certain map, but the thing is your enemies might also be strong on that map as well. So
That is
before
true.
picking any sort of maps, if you want to be picking it to your advantage, you also need to do a bit of research on how your team or how the enemies are playing that map, or are they good at that map, or are they bad at that map. That's
Yeah.
something that you need to do.
Yeah. If you look at the scoreboard, Paper Cut has the best score if we look at it. And I gotta agree, man. That guy really positioning from that guy was super impressive. I'm really impressed. So was Walnut. Walnut with those amazing frags. There was I think he got 2 kills with the Jet Ultimate, which was really impressive to look at.
Yeah,
Even in
and
the last round.
honestly, looking at how Papercut plays, how he has been playing throughout the tournament, you need to be expecting those aggressive plays from him. You need to know that as soon as a round starts, he's gonna be in your spawn or he's gonna be in the bomb side within like a fraction of a second. So you need to be ready for it, and that's what Walnut was doing almost throughout the match, right?
Yeah, that's true. NZ backing him as well, and all these top 3 just doing great on Ascent. But Gratify is not going home as of yet. They still have the second map left, so we'll be right back with that map. Meanwhile, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Not long, it'll be 3-minute stop, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. If you guys want to take a few refreshments and whatnot, and we'll be go do that, and we'll be right back.
Yep.
Send it.
Okay, guys, welcome back. This is map 2. I mean, we're gonna start with map 2, but map 1, unfortunately, although it was Team Gratify's pick, it did go on the side of Team YODHA eSports. Now, the second map is YODHA eSports' pick, but we are going on to map Bind. I mean, Virgil, the first map, Gratify did start up really, really strong. The first couple of rounds, the Gratify, I mean, they were just blowing through Team YODHA eSports, but YODHA eSports managed to bring it back. They had that composure, they had that virility in them, and they brought it back. Do you think that this is what's gonna happen again, or do you think Gratify is gonna bring it back?
I mean, they have to bring it back, so I'm hoping they do, because that's what I want. Otherwise, what's the point in picking the third map at all, right?
Yeah, exactly.
and for both these teams, man, right now, all the whole entire tournament, with qualifiers, quarterfinals, all games best of three. You've been through so many games against so many teams. You've come this far. Fine, you lost in the semifinals. That's okay, but then you
Yep.
still have, you're fighting for a good spot. You're still fighting for top three, right? So that's good enough. And the one team that has to go home today, I would feel very bad. I mean, I would
True.
feel sad for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
They've got a lot to lose.
you've come up till this point, right? Like you said, you've already had so much to do so and throughout the tournament. Going home empty-handed, yes, it sucks. It just frankly it sucks. But then again, there always has to be a winner, and there always has to be the guys or the people with the L's in their forehead. Who will it be this time around? I mean, we should just literally just go on to the map. Let's go on to the game and figure out who's gonna take this map. Is it gonna be a swift 2-0 victory for Team YODHA eSports, or will it be a 1-1 taking us on to map 3 and map taking us to overtime?
I'll just ask Papercut, just get ready quickly, and we'll dive back into the game. But before that, I'd like to remind you guys that today and tomorrow before 6 p.m. is the last time you can take part in the tiny giveaway that we have going on. That's your last chance, and we're gonna announce the winners on stream.
Free money chance, right? I mean, one of these teams will be going back home empty-handed after doing so much throughout the tournament. But you guys sitting at home can win free money by just liking a post and just sharing it. So, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be a free. It's your last reminder to get into the
Giveaway.
Free giveaway, and our sub goal once again. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing it, because it really helps us, and it's the best way to support the channel. I keep saying the same thing, but that's it, man. No money involved. Just help us grow. Those numbers really help us. Anyway.
Yep. Just hit that sub button right below the right
Jumping
below the video.
Back into the game. Once again, I think we have. I think it's if I'm not wrong. Gratify is on attack once again, right? Yes, they are.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. Their cams off. Sorry, I cannot say that on stream, so you have to catch on. But anyway, coming back to the game, once again, Team Gratify on attack and Team YODHA eSports on defense. YODHA eSports already have the first map to themselves, so Bind is, once again, you have to remember, is YODHA eSports pick.
Yep.
This is their game. They're starting off on defense as well, so I am. Do you
remember like connecting esports when they went off against
Select
in
your
Bind?
agent.
Oh, those guys, they had tough plan, man.
Yeah.
They were demolishing the YODHA esports on it.
That's true. That's actually a nice reminder. Thank you for reminding me. That's actually true. But then today it's entirely a different team, and YODHA eSports have the lead, right?
Yep. Who knows? Maybe YODHA eSports has the same sort of strats plan, much like their counterparts of connecting esports. Maybe they are just ripping a page off a connecting esports' book.
Yeah. Now, once again, Chad, thank you so much for joining us for this whole experience. It's been amazing. Today is the second last day of our stream, and we're going to continue. Make sure, if you watch today's game and all the previous games, make sure you join us for the final game tomorrow, because that's going to be a best of 5 game. It's going to be a long one. We are definitely going to see 3 games guaranteed. So that's going to be epic. And Let's see, man. Let's see. We might see 3, we might see 4, we might see all 5. So that's gonna be a good one. And both teams, man, connecting and Fangs defending their title, and connecting with the fresh intake, and will connecting manage to dethrone Fangs and get
Yep.
it this time,
At
And I
this
do
point, yeah,
want to
connecting esports do have a really good chance because of the way that they have been performing throughout the entire series.
yeah.
So yeah. But
Okay, Fred.
Fred opening things up on the second map, taking down Simple, the top fragger from the previous map. Good frag coming on the Spurs side of the team YODHA eSports, but Warboy shuts down NZ.
Yeah.
1v1 trades coming off.
I really like the way Sky works because of her directional flashes. The flash literally chases you. And Hazel somehow manages to take Force away, and Gratify coming in strong, even though the map is not theirs, and it is
One enemy remaining.
Hazel once again taking away Cendric. And yes, I would like to tell chat that Walnut is no longer with us. He is being replaced by Cendric. Cendric will be playing for Team YODHA eSports in replacement of Walnut Mine. So we're gonna see Cendric play this around. Let's see if he is, if we don't really know the reason why he subbed, but let's see if that actually impacts the game.
Yeah, exactly, because as we last map round, Walnut was doing his job and he was doing really well.
Yeah.
So maybe they have a different sort of strat in plan that maybe who got replaced just now? Cendric, right? I think. Yeah, maybe Cendric has that edge on that strat better, so they're using it. I mean, who knows? But then again, he is the sub. That's what they're subs are for, and he gets to get it. Warboy and Zidus both bagging out one for their own, NC and Strider drop.
Yeah.
Also,
I think-
Warboy with another one, dude, taking away Hyperfred.
Yeah, I think that that uncalculated aggressive push just didn't pay off for them, and they just lost 3 members on their team, left and right.
Last player
And
standing.
Hazel just getting paper cut as well, and Hazel with a double takes away Cedric and paper cut, and once again, Team Gratify just coming off strong. I think they've had it,
Dude,
and they're
Hazel
not going
has
home.
been popping off. These 2 rounds, it's all honestly, it's just been the Hazel show.
Yep, it is, and I think the confidence. Clearly on last round when team YODHA eSports just decided to barge in like that, even though they were on defense. I'm pretty sure that aggression is right about now settling in, not in a good way, because that's not something you want to do. You want to hold back, especially on defense, and you don't want to take a team since both these teams were semi-finalists, right? So you don't want to take these teams lightly.
Exactly. But what I've realized is that Team Gratify, they can ride really good if they're on some sort of a motion, right? If they're winning rounds back to back, these guys are going to be extremely unstoppable. They're going to be hitting all of their shots. But as soon as something breaks that momentum, it's really hard for them to pick themselves back up.
Okay.
So they really want to ride that momentum,
Yep, that wall didn't really help much, because it instead of helping Hazel, it trapped him, and there was no way he was getting out. Paper cut getting him back out instead. It's I think yep.
Yeah, well, Paper Cut did manage.
remaining.
Yeah, Paper Cut took down Hazel, but it's a Hyperfred and NC backing out 2 of their own takes away. Warboy and Zidus. It's all on the hands of Kadia with 4 enemies and the spike head that has already been planted. But I mean, that's all that Team Gratify had to say about this round, because look at that. History is starting to repeat itself. 2 rounds, 3rd round going on the hands of Team YODHA
YODHA
eSports.
eSports. Yeah. Once again, they're bringing it back, but it's this time around. I would say they did what they were supposed to be doing initially, because they went for the clean retake. The retake was nicely done, and it was pretty neat. And even for Paper Cut, he was able to hold his position pretty well. And like I said, Hazel, that wall from, I think it was Warboy, right? I think Warboy is playing Sage. That wall really didn't help him, because Hazel was trapped in that position. There was no way he was getting out of it, and he just got the initial kill. And Symbol does get forced, but Fred manages to take away Warboy. Trades happening left and right. And
Hazel
I think
and
it's just
NZ both getting one. The 3-on-3 numbers have been equalized. A minute 26 remaining on the clock. NZ holding the fort down all by himself with a swarm of enemies right around him. He races to the
planted.
smoke, but then gets away with murder because Symbol is down. It's
Yeah.
a 2v3 with a retake
And look at
on the
this.
side of Team YODHA.
Yeah, look at this, Cendric coming in from behind.
One enemy
And he
remaining.
gets it. Zetas is off the map. Not looking good, but Katiokomia does take away Paper Cut. He has to take away 2 more. He knows the spike is going off.
remaining.
He does take away Cendric, but not enough. Not enough to take away. NZ manages to turn back in the correct moment and take away. I think it was Katiokomia, right? Yep.
Katiokomia, yes.
Manages to take him away and gets it.
Oh
once
man,
again.
history starting to repeat itself.
Yeah.
I don't like this. If I'm a Team Gratify fan, I do not like it.
I do not like this, yeah, exactly, because looking at it right now, the first 2 rounds Gratify had such an advantage, but then in the 3rd and 4th, they just lost back to back, and it was pretty, the execution on Team YODHA eSports was pretty neat. It was good to look at, and right now, Team Gratify needs to do something about it. Okay, so the flash is kind of stuck. It won't work, and instead, let's see. Okay, so Katiokomia is going for the teleport. Is he going to do the complete teleport? He doesn't. He cancels it in the right time. Hazel going in, forced bag Symbol. That's not good. Flash is coming off. He gets flashed. This is the problem. See, this is why Sky works. Sky gets those directional flashes. Those flashes literally chase you. It doesn't matter where you left it. Those flashes chase you, and that's not good when you're playing against the enemy Sky. That's clearly not good. It's pretty annoying. But smoke's going off. He does know there's somebody coming in from behind to get him. Will he manage to get all those frags? No, he doesn't. Papercut gets him, and that's it. When slowly, once again, Team YODHA eSports gaining back the edge they'd initially lost. This is nice. This is it's not nice if you're a Team Gratify fan, but it is nice if you're a YODHA eSports fan. But it works out for them.
It's also nice if you're a history fan, because look at that. It's the exact same scoreline as it was in the previous maps.
Yeah,
Two rounds, the first 2 rounds convincingly going in the hands of Team Gratify, but then again, starting round 4, Team YODHA eSports just bringing it back.
This time around, Hazel just didn't want to waste any time. He knew, Fred was positioned there, and he just instead. That's not good. That's not good. That's
literally trying to climb on the front
inside the smoke, and that's not good either.
What is he doing? He should know that there's red right in between the smokes. Symbol now pushing in, trying to get the spike. He does manage to retrieve it, but will be able to get it caught up. Hyper Fred getting 2, Cendric with 1, and Fred with the last one onto Warboy. A flurry of everything happening in between smokes. No one really knew what happened. No one really knew how or who they killed. But at the end of the day, it's a kill and it's a round on the hands of Team YODHA eSports.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was such a mess. Like, it was so difficult for me to cast because I literally did not understand what the hell was going on. And I'm pretty sure it was pretty much the same for both the teams, because I'm pretty sure Fred is always positioned in that choke. He's always waiting for the other team to push in, and he always pushes in the flash. But there, Hazel came in, barged in. Everybody just popped their smokes off, and everybody just decided to come in, right? And this time around, all those smokes went out, and everything was just utter chaos in there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, it was so hard to keep track of what was happening.
Yeah, keep track of things. And there's Hazel getting NZ.
Warboy gets Symbol back, and Hazel takes away NZ. Yeah. I mean, advantage on the side of Team Gratify at this point. Fourth does spot an enemy, but manages to miss his shot.
Okay, Papercut gets Katiokomia, but he gets a double. Okay. I would say that was a screw up. Fred getting Zetas. Suddenly things not looking good for Team Gratify, and YODHA eSports gaining that edge fast.
Taking the edge. Team Gratify had the upper hand. They had the first advantage, but they just went on pushing in all the wrong angles that they shouldn't have been, because that just locked them around. It was
Yeah,
a round
they
that
had-
they should not have lost because earlier on the round they did get the advantage and they were looking strong into winning it. But things happen. You look away, you look in the wrong angles, you pick the wrong side, then you shoot the wrong things.
Yeah, it's true. And the thing is, they had side control. They
Here.
were already in. I don't know what happened, but something just messed up. The gunfights just didn't fall on their end. They just weren't getting the kills, and it just fell apart very, very quickly. Once again, Fred pushing off those flashes.
Blinded.
At this point, they should be, Team Gratify should know exactly what's happening because I can tell right now that what's going to be happening because that's the same thing that Hyperfred has been doing. He's in the choke trying to flash anyone that's pushing in. He's just trying to delay the timing. He's just trying to waste as much time as he can, and he has been quite successful in doing so.
There are two simultaneous pushes happening. Azel gets, I think, Cendric. Cendric's gone. It's just Papercut holding on alone. Will he get the kill though? He does get Papercut. He doesn't get another, but he was alone, mind you. So
Yep,
he
Papercut
doesn't.
gets Zetas and Warboy trades it off onto Papercut.
Yep. So
Grade's
Force is
coming
there
in
alone.
left, right, yes.
I'm pretty sure he's waiting for his teammates to do a team retake. Let's see if they can though, because it's gonna be difficult. They have 4 members on Team Gratify, and Gratify needs this win, and they need to get this win. And the spike has gone up, so it's gonna be not that hard. Warboy coming in from behind, looking for a good kill to take control of.
He just wants the flank to work out because
One
honestly,
enemy
if
remaining.
Warboy left unchecked could prove detrimental to the team.
Yep.
Yeah, YODHA eSports, and look at that. Warboy doesn't even have to fire a shot because People and Azel are right there
Getting the kill.
in amidst those fights, amidst the clan side, and they will just bag bodies for themselves, putting in the score to 5-3.
Yeah.
Advantage still on the side of Team YODHA eSports, and given the fact that this map is Team YODHA's map play, I mean you want every single shred of advantage that you can get.
Yeah, let's see the next few rounds play out, and we can really put our money in, like, safely, if you may. If I may.
Get out of my way.
That'll be one way to take control
Look
of
at that,
things.
and Fred doing the same thing again and again and again, and managing to live see another day.
I want to see which side they're gonna go for this time around, Team Gratify. I would suggest, since their 8 pushes weren't working out for them, I would suggest going for B, because B did. And NC gets symbol.
Destroyed.
That's not good with the first pick. NC with the double gets Warboy as well. And Team Gratify slowly starting to fall behind. There's Cendric sitting in hookah as well, so it's gonna be difficult. And he does get Azel just as I say that. And now I think Kadikumi knows that there is Cendric sitting in hookah.
But
So
then
it's
again,
not,
the smoke
no
does
longer
get
safe.
block off his vision. He can't push in. He doesn't want to take the risk of pushing in and getting shot down from someone inside that.
Yeah.
So I think he's just gonna wait it out.
Yeah. So they are pretty much surrounded right now, but Zeta still manages to get Fred. You can see Cendric, and I think it was Force. They came
30
into the
seconds
teleporter,
left.
but there's Katyakomiya all the way to site A. There is one guy holding it. I mean, if Katyakomiya does manage to check this corner, he'll get the spike down, and he does. He does get NZ, and right about now, Team YODHA eSports realizes that there is one guy
One enemy
taking.
remaining.
Putting the spike down at side A, but then Force takes him off. Is Zetas gonna make it back right in time to stop the spike being diffused?
Yeah, I think he just popped off his ultimate if I'm not wrong. But then again, he loses the gunfight to Force, and that it's gonna be another round win on the side of Team YODHA
YODHA
eSports.
eSports, yep.
Spike diffused.
I mean, there was a good try from Zetas, but then again, when there's way too many enemies on the other side, you just can't really be doing that much, right?
Yep. And it was nicely done. The rotate was nice. They managed to put the spike down, but then again, you have to remember that they are still on the lead. They still have the first game on their side, so Gratify really needs to try extra hard.
It's that numbers advantage, right? It's the entire game is riding onto the advantage that you can get from those first few frags, with the first few numbers. So yeah, not looking good on the side of Team Gratify.
Yep. But let's see if they can manage to put that thing behind them and turn those things around. Once again, flashes coming in hot. This is why I think we should start wearing shades, you know. But then again,
Yeah.
we already have, like, you know, we already wear specs, so we can't really put on shades. I never buy sunglasses. It never
We
works out
get
for me.
those like the bigger glasses, you know, like when you once you have got an operation to protect your eyes, you just put it on top of your glasses. It's gonna be kind of fun.
Nadia gets forced. And I think it's Fred with low HP still holding on to the side. Spike goes down, the wall has gone off. There's Hakia
planted.
all the way.
He does manage to get hyper Fred, and then again Warboy does get the spike down. It's a retake scenario on the side of the YODHA eSports. Now, will they be successful or will they not be, or will this be a run on the hands of the Gratify? It still remains to be seen. Cendric gets dropped by Warboy. It's a 4v1. All are riding on the hands of Papercut. He has been doing exceptional work in the previous matches. He has been consistent with his refrags. But I mean, there's like 4 enemies, and do you really want to be going up against all of them? Nope, you won't be, because Symbol is right there on the corner taking your head off. There's one more round on the side of Team Gratify.
That's nice score coming back to what it should be for Team Gratify, because they desperately need this second win. And then we'll move on to Split, which will be a third game, and it is once again Team Gratify's pick. And if we do go into the overtime game, I would say you know, both teams would have just the same amount of advantage. And,
yeah, they would have the
you
equal
know,
health, because like your morale is in the same place, your adrenaline rush is in the same place. I mean, everything. But then again, if you're the one who just won a map, you're still gonna be riding on that, adrenaline, right? So I think the one who wins this map will have a better chance of carrying out in this map. But then again, Cendric bags off Hazel.
I don't
But
know.
he did sustain a lot of damage. Where he's very lit.
Symbol gets paper cut, and Zetas is going to check the corner, but he still manages to go up, and Cedric gets a double, takes away Zetas, but Symbol there to take the trade for him. And once again, Team YODHA on for a retake, and Force gets Symbol. You can see Force is gaining all the HP back right about now. Flashes, concussions going off as we speak, so it's gonna be a little difficult for Team Gratify to put, you know, hold it long enough.
One enemy
Odin
remaining.
going off, but Warboy does take Fred away, so that's good. And it's yep, he does take away Force, and Team Gratify is coming back strong. This is good for Team Gratify, really. The economy damage
Last
on the
round
team,
in the half.
you know, team
YODHA
both teams
eSports?
is pretty real right now.
Yeah, definitely. Because the past couple of rounds, this game is looking really good. I'd have to say, and Team Gratify has been doing really good on this map. But would you look at that? The score is the same as the last run once again. It's literally like history has been repeating itself, because the same score line, the same way that they have been winning, and it's too eerie, man. The same score has been repeating itself back to back.
Yeah. And the score is like not bad for Gratify, but it's not good either, because this is, and Cendric manages to bag Azel through the smoke. That's not good. I think Cedric saw him through the teleporter as well. Zetas does get for Zetas with a double, triple. How did I miss Zetas? All the
Finally
skills of this
shutting
guy
down
still
Symbol.
inside.
Warboy gets a res onto Azel, the number advantage. Looking good on the side of Team Gratify right now. Zetas still waiting, holding on, hoping someone could cross. But then again, that's his teammate, so he decides not to shoot him. Hyperfred though, waiting inside the, I think it's a teleporter, right? He's still waiting there, holding on with the judge.
They have the spike, so they're gonna have to come into the teleporter to take the spike.
Yeah, I think that's why he's just holding on with that shot, you know?
See ya.
And slowly the numbers advantage dwindling. Not looking good. Smoke's going off. Can Zetas get the kill, or is it going to be NZ? I think Zetas knows NZ is here, but NZ doesn't know Zetas is right behind him. But somehow, as I say that, NZ gets the kill instead, so that's not good at all. And Kadiokomia has to go for the teleporter desperately if he wants the round to himself.
Kadiokomia is all that's gonna be in there, but I think at this point just go for the frags. Again, an guy gets caught with his knife out instead of the gun.
Switching sides.
Somehow YODHA eSports still on the top, dude. Like this is what I said.
Same score. Dude, again, I'd have to repeat myself again and again. Same score.
Yeah, same score. I agree.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Okay. So we are gonna go for a pause since the team asked for a pause. Let's see what the reason is. Can you tell me what the reason is for the pause, guys?
Well,
I think I'm gonna go to game desk back. I'm gonna go back to the desk while we wait for some pause. Now, like I said, man, I want to point out that even though the score is pretty much similar to the previous game,
not pretty much. It's exactly similar.
yeah, and the thing is, we also have the fact, count the fact that the round disparity is not that much. It's 7-5, right? So
Yep, exactly.
there's Gratify is just 2 rounds behind. But then again, not once has Gratify managed to take the lead. It's still YODHA on the lead, and considering map advantage, they do have the first game. So even though it's not looking too good for YODHA, they still have the lead. And even if they can win this game by like a single round, they are going forward, and Gratify is going home. So they
exactly. Yep, true. And Team YODHA eSports still have the advantage of this map being their own map picks, but then again, Team Gratify has been looking strong in the previous rounds. So if they can still ride on that adrenaline, if they can still ride on the fact that they have been doing good and can build up the momentum once again, I think Team Gratify has a really good chance of taking out this map and bringing it back to 1-1 and taking us to that dreaded map 3, which I think Team Gratify is gonna fare well because that's their own map pick.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so we're still waiting. I think we're ready, right?
Yeah, we should be, if I'm not wrong.
All right, so we're gonna unpause the game right off the bat, and we're gonna go off once again, jumping back into the game. The map the map score is looking pretty good, man. 7-5, pretty balanced. Looking good for both teams. I would say Gratify still has a solid chance for a comeback. Since the disparity is not by much, just 2 rounds in the back, and they have it.
Yeah, and those 2 rounds can be clawed back pretty easily. You just need 2 more rounds. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I mean, that momentum is all that Team Gratify has been riding on. They need that momentum to be winning those.
Oh, he saw it. He saw it. He saw Fred, but he couldn't get it. That's just bad. And somehow NZ opens it up. He got Azel. Azel is now no longer in the game. Fred gets Symbol as well. Fred really popping off this time around. I have got to say, dude, like this guy making complete use of Sky's kit, putting everything down. He's just effective, hella effective. Look at that, Katya Kume just back in Cedric. Even though Cedric had the advantage, positional advantage, he still couldn't completely make use of that. And Zeta still managing to take away NZ, but Paper Cut shuts him down. And slowly and steadily, once again, YODHA eSports gaining the advantage. Not just gaining the advantage, they already have it. It's just they're building up on it.
Yep. Yeah, I
impressive.
mean,
Really
impressive, right?
I think the other one, I think Symbol's pick for Jet isn't quite working out for him. I think he's really good on the Killjoy, and I'm pretty sure he's regretting going for Jet this round. His plays with Killjoy was pretty impressive. He was dominating the last game, right?
He was, yeah. But then again, the thing is, it doesn't matter what operator you pick, you will still have a gun that's gonna do the exact same damage as it would have been doing in any sort of other agents. So, yeah, I mean, you may not want that, you may not have the kit, but then again, try it out. That's what I'm gonna say. I mean, and since you've already picked it, there's no going back. You still have to play it out with it.
That was just bad from Cendric. Yeah, that was just bad. Not considering that he did not look right behind. He was right. Since the fact is that's a vantage point, and he had it, and he didn't look. That's very poor judgment. But there's Force doubling up with those skills, taking away Warboy is gone, and Symbol there takes away NZ. So it's a 1v1 scenario. Symbol comes in, and Force just manages to take Symbol down, and with that, every single round, YODHA eSports just capitalizing on that win they have. They're like building up on it one block at a time, and it's slowly piling up. It's a 9-5 right now.
That was such a poor. I mean, it's so hard to watch, man. We knew that Force was on low HP, right? He was almost at like half HP, while Symbol was almost on full HP. So him losing that gunfight, oh man, from our perspective, the fact that we have this entire overview of the whole game, it looks so bad for us, you know.
Yeah, it's painful to watch sometimes.
Yeah, it's
because-
exactly. That's the word, man. My brain has stopped working, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
That's the word I was searching for. It's so painful for us to watch.
Yeah. Once again, people barging in. Okay, Warboy has popped off the wall, so that's gonna give him some protection. But Papercut just back symbol. That's not good. He's left alone to do a lot of work before a successful retake happens. The entire team of Team YODHA eSports is on site right now. So it's gonna be a difficult take to do. Zeta's coming in from behind and Warboy gets Hyperbread, but NZ and Cendric take away Azel and Zeta. That's a double trade. NZ with a double takes away Warboy as well. That's gone. Adiakonia, the only guy left, but gets gunned down from every single angle possible, dude. And once again,
he
Team
does
YODHA
manage.
eSports.
He manages to take one down, but soon after he gets faded out right now.
Yeah, reframe every single time. That's the problem.
The numbers advantage. That's the numbers advantage shining up right there.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't understand how, but the entire team of YODHA eSports managed to take control of Site B, even though I think it was Symbol who fell first, and then it was Warboy left to do all the work. And I can imagine, he's just one guy, he can't kill off 5 people at once, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely gonna be difficult for him.
Yep. And Valorant, the game, from what I understood, honestly, you can't be that one-man army like you can in most of the games, because one-shot, headshot, and stuff like that just doesn't exist. You can't really be playing with Nitro Cell from under the map, because there is no such thing in this game. So yeah, you need that numbers advantage, you need that cover, you need the team to help you make plays or to make plays themselves. And NZ taking away Warboy, numbers dwindling on the side of Team Gratify.
Yep, I think Spike's gonna go down on A as we speak. So A is completely empty for the tick. They have put the spike down. There's 2 people there to defend it. Papercut just barging in through the teleporter gets shut down, but that gives away Katyakomiya's position, right? But Katyakomiya is gonna use the teleporter. So if Fred can manage to make a successful flank from behind, it's gonna work out for him. I'm pretty sure they are expecting Katyakomiya to come in from that angle. So you can see Force just managed to stay alive. The Lear will go off right now, and you can see Fred coming in from behind. I think he's gonna go for the knife, and he might just be successful. And he is! He does it! He does it!
We are totally unaware of the fact that there was someone creeping up behind him.
Yep.
That is just, oh man, that is painful to watch. The fact that you can literally see Fred walking into the corner just like with knife out, and Katyakomiya literally looking on the exact opposite way. Oh.
I'm just gonna pat myself in the back, the fact that I was able to catch that. You know?
I mean, dude, oh my god, that was something, dude.
The thing is, I think, yep.
I've got your
I think it's Killjoy, right? I think who got the knife kill? I think it was Cendric, right?
No, the knife kill was from
Fred, yeah. Or maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure. I forgot whoever did it.
It was Fred.
Yeah, so Fred he was slow walking. So when you slow walk, you don't make any noise. There's no footsteps coming in. And that's the lure goes off. Warboy gets nearsighted, doesn't see any enemies on the long run, and gets back instead. And Azel does manage to take away Force, but he has to perform a retake. 1v3 situation. He's also gonna have to take out Spike. It gets shut down right off the bat by Cendric. And that's pretty neat, man. That's pretty neat. And it's match point, ladies and gentlemen. We're just one round away from
map point, series point, 3rd place point.
Yep.
All
points
on this single map. I mean, at this single round, if somehow Team YODHA eSports win it, they are the ones with the 3rd place on this entire tournament. And that will be it. Team Gratify will be going home empty-handed. But if Team YODHA eSports can somehow manage to claw it back, they can. If they somehow manage to claw it back, they'll be the one putting us onto an overtime 3rd map.
Yep. Once again, the Sky Flash is coming in hard. He does. Warboy just good with the gun, dude, and Katyakomiya just gets NC with the Judge, Lear, and everything coming off very quickly.
Warboy getting aggressive, pushing in. He knows there's so many enemies on the corner, but misses his shot. Force and Papercut with one on their own, shutting out 2 of the Team Gratify enemies. It's a 3v3. All
That's
fighting.
not good.
Ultimate popping off left.
Zetas. Just
extreme
shutting
aggression
Force
coming
down.
out. Zeros taking away Force. Team Gratify
Yeah.
suddenly looking good, suddenly looking poised to be winning this match. But then again, there's still 1 minute remaining.
Oh,
and
Symbol with the
taking away
double.
Paper Cut and Sentry both. And this round going on the side of Team Gratify.
Yeah.
If they can keep building on this momentum, they can keep riding on this, there's a sure shot comeback coming out.
Yeah, but then again, it's match point every single round from here on. So Gratify has
Yes.
got to be perfect.
Yep.
They have
It is gonna be match point up till they can get their scores up to 12, right? Yep.
Yep, and
to
no space for error, no mistakes allowed. You're gonna have to be exceptionally good. And YODHA eSports, on the other hand, you just need one round to
Just one.
extremely opposite. They just
Oh,
want to kill it right here,
exactly.
right now.
Doesn't matter if you're dominant or if you just squeeze that round by, all you need is one
NZ.
round. And look at that. NP starts things off, taking away Azel. Oh, sorry, NZ, I should say.
Yeah.
Zeros holding on to the side. He does. Warpa manages to get off. Privikas and then again NZ trades off on
Spike
Zeros.
That's not
down A.
good.
Warboy one more onto Force and NZ taking out Warboy. It's a 3v2 advantage on the side of Team YODHA
Yeah.
eSports. NZ is inside. He does not have the spike, so he can't be putting it down. But then again, Sendrick does so, and he will be
Spike
doing exactly
planted.
that. Spike has been planted. Harati Okumiya on the flank. Will he be able to get anything? Will he be able to brag anyone? Because we can see the enemies are looking at him. He
Oh,
knows
he
gets
missed
it, but
it.
then again, he misses the shot. 2v2. This is
One
intense.
Sees the gun barrel,
Goes
but he
right
doesn't
in.
get it.
On NC and NC Centric
And
taking away
somehow,
Harati Okumiya, but
Symbol
Symbol somehow
saving it.
manages to refrag on to NC. Oh, these guys are bringing it back. Symbol has started to fire up, and that's another round on the side of Team Gratify.
Yep.
But they still need to bring in a couple more rounds. You know, you still have
Yep.
to bring the round to
5
12
more
on
rounds
12
back
if you
to
want any kind of an overtime matchup.
Yeah, 5 more rounds back to back, so that's gonna be very difficult to do. But looking at the way they're playing it right now, I don't want to jinx it, but it was pretty rad, dude.
Yeah,
That was
it-
really nice execution, and the way
Exactly.
Symbol saved that round, dude. Almost went away. That round almost went away, and they still managed to save it. That was nicely done. Team Gratify still in the house, fighting for it. Let's see if they can indeed bring it back. Symbol, maybe get one pick. Okay, flash is coming off. He's gonna get it up. He can. He does try to run away. He does
But
get
then
one.
again, he does manage to get one, but then gets shot down by Force. So much action happening right about now, dude. The 4v4, no advantage on anyone's end because the numbers have been equalized. But then again, Flash is coming out, Hound going away, running around the map, being rampant throughout the series. Warboy still managing to hold down the fort, doing so much work all by himself, but he does have his teammates backing him up, so that's nice.
Yeah. You can see Azel is actually, I think he's in, okay, he's safe. And right now, Team Gratify, Warboy has red symbol, so all numbers advantage clearly they have it. And Zetas has got Fred, and they clearly have the numbers advantage right now. And the spike goes off as well. So Team Gratify looking pretty strong right now, and Team YODHA is gonna have to perform a retake. But as I say that, Papercut does get Zetas. He's gone, and we have a clean retake to perform, and it's being done as I say it. Force got Azel, Papercut gets Kadiokobia, and Symbol and Warboy get those frags, dude. And Symbol once again saving it for his team. Once again.
Symbol, the whole of Team Gratify is on fire at this point. If
On
they had been
fire,
playing
yeah.
like this throughout the series, dude, they would have been the ones that have been sitting on the finals against Team Fangs.
Yeah,
Where was this Team Gratify when we wanted to see it? Because they are on fire right now.
yeah. It's just
Honestly, if I'm Team YODHA eSports, I'd be sweating right now.
yeah, and I think it was all about it's every day is not your day, right? Some days you're gonna have bad
Exactly,
week,
yeah.
bad days. I'm pretty sure during those games it didn't work out for Team Gratify. I think I heard one of their team members, main team members called Devik, hasn't been playing, hasn't joined us. He was here the last round, not this time. And Azel opening it up with Force gone off the team, but the aggression on Team YODHA is not ceasing to exist. They have decided once again to go for it, or maybe not.
Yep.
Maybe they're
Yeah,
turning
dude, I think
things
they
back.
just get the gun. They try to push up. I think they're gonna go for the spike now. As fast here, but I'm not sure. Flashes do go up, but then again get shot down. His position has been given out. Fred right around the corner, waiting for someone push in.
Okay,
He
Fred
does manage
does.
to get Azel, so numbers have been
Spike
equalized.
down
But
B.
as I say that, Warboy has something else to say about it, and Greg's coming
Yep.
in left and
Plant
right.
the spike.
Warboy
Yep.
symbol and each adding to their own tallies. The 2v2
Yep.
with Spike on the hands of the attackers, and
Yep.
Plant will be
Spike
going
planted.
down.
Get out of
Look
my
at this,
way.
dude. Zeta's
I know
all the way
exactly
behind,
where
and
you
that's not good. Cypher ultimate going off, and now YODHA Esports knows where the two teammates of Team Gratify are. That's bad. That's not good. Now they know their positions and they're holding it accordingly. It's gonna be difficult to perform the retake. But the jet dash being used effectively, Symbol still manages to get paper cut once again, saving Gratify. But then again, you still have NZ. NZ still alive.
Does he
NZ
know?
gets him. And that's
And he
it!
gets both, and that will be
Attackers
it.
win.
YODHA Esports are your victors for today, and they will be winning comfortably on that third spot on this tournament.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was
beautiful.
such a good comeback. It would have been such a good story if Team Gratify were able to pull this one out, but sadly they would not be able to do so. Fourth place on the side of Team Gratify. Nothing that they can beat it. Nothing that they can take back with them, of course. But fourth place, nonetheless, it's a good run from Team Gratify.
Yeah.
And Team YODHA Esports, hey, they get something that they can take back from this entire tournament.
Yeah, that's congratulations to Team YODHA Esports for getting third place. They're in the top three, so it's technically the first team to make it to the top three,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like,
And
no, not
they
exactly.
are
Right?
confirmed
They're like
winners.
the wait, no, they're not exactly like first team. They're like the third team to make it the top three because there's already been the first
Yeah,
two teams,
exactly,
right?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So my bad. So their
Happens, dude.
positions are confirmed, and if you guys enjoyed this, we have the finals tomorrow. The longest
Yep.
game in the tournament. It's gonna
Best
be
of
epic.
5, baby.
Best of 5, 3 games confirmed. Maybe we'll see 3 or 4 or 5, and two of the best teams, Fangs versus Connecting. It's
Oh
gonna be
man,
epic.
dude,
But
imagine if Connecting Esports take Fangs on bind. Dude,
yeah,
it's gonna be way too fast. The action's gonna be way too fast
way
for
too
us to
fast,
even
yeah.
keep up. I feel bad for us, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be harrowing for us tomorrow. But anyway,
Yeah, it's not gonna be good. Let's
Yeah.
just say that it's not gonna be good for us.
It's not gonna be. But congratulations to Team YODHA Esports for getting third
exactly.
position. It was really fun having them over for our games, and so was Gratify. Man, Gratify has been through with us for the first tournament and the second, and they've always managed to come way far in the brackets. And although they don't quite make it to the finals, they always do come to the semis and
Yeah,
quarterfinals. So it's always entertaining to watch these guys, and they are
definitely.
they are the home team. So it's always fun to have these guys over. It was nice. But to chat, I would like to say, if you guys were through with us this whole tournament, I would request you guys to join us tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big day, and it's gonna be
It is.
epic. And we
Tomorrow
have the two
is the
best
big
teams.
day. We also have the giveaway announcement tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna do the giveaway first, if I'm not wrong, or is it gonna be at the end of the stream?
I think obviously after game, dude. Like we need we'll need something to happen after the game.
Exactly, right? And maybe there's one more announcement, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, maybe, but it's a surprise for tomorrow.
Exactly,
not
right?
Today.
Maybe you have to watch it. You have to watch the thing throughout
Yeah,
to know
you're
if
gonna
there
have to
is
stick
a
around.
announcement. There may not be. I don't know, man.
Yeah, let's
Who
see.
knows?
We'll find out tomorrow. But thank you so
Exactly.
much for joining us tonight. It was fun. If you guys like what you see, make sure you subscribe and get us to that sub goal of 350. It's all that we ask, and it really helps us. Best way to support the channel. Anyway, join us tomorrow same time. Final day of the tournament. Best of 5 game is gonna be epic.
There's gonna
We'll
be
see you
something,
tomorrow.
dude. Team Fans going up against Team Connecting Esports. The best of 5, the big game of this entire tournament, the final game that's gonna be leading up towards the whole thing.
Yep. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. That's it from the two of us tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow for the big game. Good night.
Good night.